Hi guys, this is Omer from MMOHut.com, and I'm their first impressions gameplay video for Forsaken World, a 3D fantasy MMORPG published by Perfect World Entertainment. Now I'll spend about 10 to 15 minutes running around checking this game out. Make some comments if you guys want to play Perfect World or just learn more about it. Do check out the full review on the link below. So let's go ahead and log in over here. Now the game is published by Perfect World Entertainment, and it is called Forsaken World. And yeah, it's like the opposite of Perfect World. So let's go ahead and get started. There's an angry cow in the background over there playing with his hooves. And let's go ahead and create our account. A character over here, not our account. And there's numerous servers in the game divided to PvE and PvP servers. And I love how the character creation screen makes your characters look awesome with the glowing swords. But when you start the game, you won't have any of that good looking stuff right there. You'll start with like basically nothing. And you can see how the character animations do look, and they do look really nice. So our playable races include human, elf, dwarf, stoneman, and kindred. And I should mention, this is a high budget title from Perfect World Entertainment, one of their new flagship titles, and it released officially on March 9th, 2011 into open beta. And let's go to make a human for now, and let's make there's a bunch of classes too. We got warrior, we got assassin, we have mage, and we got priest. So the game actually has a decent amount of variety. Ooh, that looks really cool actually. The game has a good amount of class variety as well as race variety, which is actually really good. We got stoneman as well. What can they play? Stoneman must be male as always, and they can be a stoneman protector, their own specific race. So let's go play as a human for now. I know I did play the closed beta for a while, and I played as a kindred over there, and they were really cool. They're like vampire people. But let's go ahead and make a male warrior for now, human warrior, and I have like the least micro, which I guess makes myself pretty easy to play. And let's click next over there. Yep, there's my awesome gear already gone. And you got a little your character creation screen over here, which although not as in-depth as Perfect World's character creation screen, is definitely pretty in-depth. I mean, you got a lot of stuff to play with over here. Make your character look pretty distinct. We got some cool like facial tattoos over there like that one. This one looks kind of lame. You got like metal on your face. We got let's see, my skin colors. I'm not digging that pink hair. Let's go make it like blue or something. There you go. And let's just run with that for now and click next. There's a randomized button as well. But let's get into the game for now. My birthday is going to be, that's what my actual birthday, 10/06. Actually, it is 06/10 because I got the day and the month reversed over there, and it is whatever, I'll go with 10/06. There you go. My name will be Remote if it's available, though I suspect somebody's gonna take it. Some a-hole took my name already. There you go. Always happens. Let's go Remote 22 and click create. Unable to use this name because you can't have numbers in your name, silly. Let's go Remotean over there, which is definitely available. And you got a bunch of different realms as well, which divides the player base into different realms to lower the player congestion, because you don't want a million people on the screen at once, which creates a ton of lag. Let's go play on realm number 2 over there and click start. Common and good. I'm not sure which is busier, common or good. When you're overcrowded by players, hold shift plus left click to select an NPC blocked by congregation of others. So when there's too many players on the screen, you can still select NPCs that way. So I've actually been excited about this game because this is a game that Perfect World has been hyping for quite a while, and it's a game that went through so many phases of closed beta. It's one of those games that took forever to release since it was first announced. So the game is finally available as of March 9th, 2011. It was actually originally scheduled to release on like later on March, but they pushed it earlier to March 9th, which is actually really good. So as the goddess of destiny plays her instrument, all of Aurora County is veiled in the mist of uncertainty when it finally settles. However, the bard songs about Lord Porter, who I have no idea who he is. Awesome, we got a chick grabbing her right boob over there on this Welcome to Forsaken World screen. Excellent introduction to the game from the Forsaken World staff. All right, let's go done over there. Not sure why she's grasping that. Let's go talk to Lady Vestry over here. And the first thing I can point out is the gameplay is moved with WSAND. And I did do a video for this game back in its closed beta, but it's been such a long time since the closed beta. I mean, so much has changed. That guy's got an awesome name over there, named Troll. I wish I had that name. Alright, let's go talk to Lady Vestry over here. And graphically speaking, the game I think looks really nice. I mean, it looks really top notch. We can talk to the Shattered Heaven. Wake up over here. And the area of the game I'm in right now, click M to see my map over here, is actually a tutorial area of the game. Basically, all other humans basically start in this area, and once we complete all of the quests available over here, we simply move on to like a bigger town where we see all the other races. So it's a good place to learn the game's basics, and I think the game did a good job putting this area into the game. So the Shattered Haven, let's go and complete this quest. What happened, guys? What happened? Let's go talk to Adam. Unable to auto-wrap for now. Let's close this up for now and click see you first. We can click the Zodiac symbol to pray over there, which gives us some free gear. Nothing wrong with free gear, and you can do it every once in a while. So let's see, bring up our quest menu. We gotta talk to Adam, and let's click on his name. And the game has a nice auto-routing system. I think the first MMORPG, well, the first free-to-play MMORPG, which I noticed had this kind of auto-move system. A lot of games have it now, and I think it makes a lot of sense because you don't want to spend time looking for every specific NPC. That's not supposed to be the fun part of the game. So let's go talk to you over here and complete that quest. The first game I saw that had it, I think, was EU Demons Online from TQ Digital. Though I suspect it's obviously not the first. The guy's got a cool name too, Quad. Kind of wish I had the name Remo. I got Remo Tayin, which I'll probably make a cooler name later. Thank you for telling me, and let's keep moving on. So these early on quests will take a while to complete. I gotta go to Warrior Arter 1 over there. And we can click Wooden Box, and I'm going to run to it automatically. And again, all the races have their own starting area, so that shows how much, I guess, how much time Perfect World really spent into making this game, I guess, pretty in-depth, because each of the areas look distinctly different too. And the music in the game is well worth mentioning too. It's actually pretty nice. Let's go talk to the, not talk to, I'm going to go rub my hands on the Tome of Knight's History, which is like the universal symbol for like interacting since World of Warcraft did it. So it takes 1 energy to pick up, guys. Not sure why it takes so much energy, but let's go talk to Lady Vestry over there to complete my quest. Awesome. So early on, you're going to spend a lot of time running back and forth, which I guess it kind of introduces you to the game's story and get a feel for the world and movement and stuff like that. I'll eventually start fighting things too. Don't worry, Lady Vestry, he'll be alright. And I should mention too, the actual English translations for Forsaken World are quite good, but then that shouldn't be too surprising if you've played Perfect World, Jade Dynasty, or other Perfect World games, because Perfect World has their own like localization team, which actually do a pretty good job of localizing the games. And it's also worth mentioning that the same company that publishes the game is the same company who actually developed it. And it's not always the same, because when you look at Area Games, OG Planet, those companies don't actually make the games, they actually just publish them. And there's a developer in Korea or China which makes the game themselves, so they're like a middleman between it. But the company Perfect World makes their own game, so they can, I think it helps them because they can kind of interact with their players better and easily implement, you know, what their players want. But let's go click up over here. I got new gear to equip. My memento box. Right click that bad boy. I'm going to get some gear in there. And I can open this to level 5. So it's one of those boxes with more boxes inside of it. Which doesn't actually make any sense. But you know what? It gives me free gear. So I can't really complain. So let's go equip all this good stuff over here. My trainee legs, my trainee buttons, my warrior's arter over here, my collectible. Ooh, let's right click on this guy over here. I can go add it, whatever that does. Oh man, guys. Collect the footprint card of Knight Encampment. Equip gear is blah 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 displayed over there, and you can see it closes out for now. But for now, let's go complete our quest and get through the beginner stuff. I can probably run my way outside of town, which I'm going to do for now actually. Though you know what, let's see what else I got going on over here. Any nearby quests? I got to talk to Johnny. What's this guy up to over there? He's a dwarf. Click Johnny over there. We'll run to that guy. I mean, again, each of the races have their own areas, and they're all actually surprisingly large. But it's all kind of meant for you to just learn the game until you finish the tutorial area over here. I forget what level you'll be when you complete this area, but you'll be like level 6 or 7 at least. And then you can start doing quests in like the main area of the game. To arms, a Lionheart's champion's weapon. This guy's got a big weapon over there. Look at that guard over there. What level is this guard? Level 2? Oh, no, I gotta click on him first. Thank you, Johnny, and click see you over there. Can I click on this guy? What level he is? He's level 20. Why does he do these quests himself? Why does he need me to do them? Click see you. I guess I'm gonna do. Ooh, Claymore Champion weapon rack. I get a nice two-hander over there. Awesome. These weapons look way awesome. I guarantee when I pick these weapons up, they are not going to look nearly as awesome. They look like epic over there. And let's go. Come on, come on. I want to get this one right over here. This blue one looks pretty badass. But I guarantee I'm going to get something super plain. Champion's Claymore. Yeah, what is that? Come on. This weapon wasn't even available on the shelf. Why'd they give me that one? Games always do that though. It's like frustrating. They always like tease you with awesome looking stuff, and you never end up getting it. At least early on. Let's suspect that a game like this, gear later on will look epic, because we saw, you know, in the character creation screen how awesome some of the gear looks later on. To arms, I got my suitable weapon, and I can finally start some gameplay. Grind your bones. There you go. Let's start my grinding right away. And this game just launched in the open beta as I'm doing this video, and you can see the newbie areas are mega packed. Click, I got it. Once you complete this area and you actually go to the bigger city, there's a lot more players. Click see you over there, and I can finally kill some boars. Awesome, guys. Boars seem to be pretty beginner monsters that almost every MMORPG have. We got Travos over there shooting magic, and the magic looks really cool. I'm playing a warrior, so my skills won't look nearly as awesome, at least early on. I suspect, wow, these are like angry looking boars. Look at these guys. They got like glowing eyes. You know what? Let's go kill these guys over here. Let's use bash over there. And my attacks look pretty basic early on, but I suspect later on I'll have some awesome looking animations. Because you can see the animation on that dude over there. The mage's animations I think look really nice, because I did play a vampire Kindred before, and they were awesome. I mean, the animations look really superb. So I got these little souls on me too, which eventually power up my cool looking attacks, which I'm not sure if I have any equipped right now. Let's go talk to these guys. Gotta kill some more wild boars. Bring my world ranking over here, which is oddly the I hotkey. It's usually like the I usually brings up inventory. It's usually I or B. Over here it's B that brings up inventory. I got a quest backpack, which is good for only my quest items. A lot of games don't actually differentiate quest items between normal items, and it's a huge hassle, because I remember in Allied Online, your inventory filled up so fast, it was so frustrating. But here you got your own little quest area over there, and trade items, so it kind of separates them for you. Can we equip this bad boy? Nope. My old one is better. Which one's better? Trainees, Cuirass, or Combat Mail? So my current one I'm wearing is better. And we got nothing attacking me, and early on these guys are really easy. But I should mention too, in a lot of Chinese MMORPGs, it seems that difficulty wise they're a lot easier, at least early on. When we do instances and cool stuff later on, it'll get more difficult. But I have noticed Chinese games in general, this was made by Perfect World, which is a Chinese company. I've noticed they're easier in terms of gameplay. But let's go read my inventory. Let's go use some new skills right now. I got level 1 assault. Let's go and use that. Target too close. Cannot use skill. What is that? Range attack for my warrior? We'll try that out in a second. And gameplay wise, it's very similar to other MMORPGs. But I think where Forsaken World kind of stands apart is its polish. It's got really nice music, unique music. Each of the different areas have their own music too. And whoa, what's a good charge move? Pretty simple. I mean, nowadays every MMORPG has some sort of charge move. This move hits a lot harder, so we're going to keep spamming bash over there. And I'm sure I'll get more talent points later on with my my primary skills over here. Basic job skills, talent tree. Oh, I got level 20 to see my talent trees. So yeah, early on you don't have much control over how your character progresses too much. But the game's max level is around 60. I remember when the game actually launched into closed beta though, the max level was a lot lower. So since the game first began its closed beta, they added a lot of content to the game. I mean, the game, again, went through like 4 rounds of closed beta testing. And the reason I didn't play Forsaken World too much during beta is because after every round of closed beta testing, every single one, there was a character wipe. So there's really no point of playing when your character's going to get wiped. But now that the game is finally officially released, it's been a while guys, but it's officially released, there will be no more character wipes, so you don't have to worry about that. And what I've noticed is pretty funny that you actually start with a lot of HP. In most games, you don't start with like 2,500 HP. So the HP numbers here are a bit weird. I mean, even at Perfect World, I don't think you start with that much HP. It's a bit weird though. Most games start with like 100 or like 150. And that's why the numbers get really big over here. And you start by hitting it for a lot of damage too.